So tonight, Monday Night Raw was really good show tonight. So we get one membership. So we get one membership and you want to subscribe to of any channels. So so I got a second channel. It's called Aspen Late Reviews. You can check it out. So Monday Night Raw, it was really good show tonight. So I'll go with 8 without a 10. So Monday Night Raw was Cody really good show tonight. So if you want to subscribe, you should get channel on the top right there in 2 separate ways. So this was really good show in between the Southments and rivalries for Raw. So let's go to between of this right now. So speaking of CM Punk, of course, Pommel says after WrestleMania 41, he said, I think it's the first time since his lose at WrestleMania. I was prominent by a shocking moment by his best friend, Paul Heyman, and CM Punk took the squad circle to address the WWE intervals. Listen at the top of Raw. After he addressed that I wasn't Boney and called out Paul Heyman, I was wasn't got the Viceman and Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker and Fireball and Sings. I was before James returned physical. I just a heels attack CM Punk to effort footing from the normal games. Until when Braun Breaker was came out with Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker was marching down into the ring, and he beat up CM Punk. And then, and we saw Sami Zayn show up, and he beat Seth Rollins here after the fight. And then Lindsay also was came out, and he knocked the first punch. So I was here before Sami Zayn made to say that it was not enough. So they also made his opponent feel has a baby face and cleared to the ring and stood tall to close out the show opening announcement. And this was a sole way to follow up the closing moments of last week. After the show, it once again drew the bottle alliance and more permanent highlights. That wasn't Seth Rollins and Cole found received in. So it wasn't might that mean this is over against the group before too long to even the odds with the baby face. So after it was between those moments after a T-Blue graphic was delicate to a late Sabu kick off the show of CM Punk and paid homage to the hardcore icon and true lesson. Rest in peace, Sabu. I just said the person I'm the most pissed off at this is me. And when after when CM Punk said I wasn't disappointed in himself trusted Paul Heyman again. So I'm mad at that little TUMU and CM Punk and Seth Rollins. And he said, "What you at Pentagon?" I did a wise man and understand that I did whatever awards you choose and it will be at last. So wasn't you isn't ever gonna be Serbian as long as I'm aiming to feed Punk told. After exceeding Rollins still forming after he caused him to the world title for last week. So next match I got Penta goes 1-on-1 against Chad Gable. After just 48 hours after he caused Penta the Intercon Championship, after made Chad Gable bottle set a mask of Listendoor in singles competition. After Gable was betrayed, after when the commercial break, after running Penta's down a post break introduced to the popular babyface, mounted a comeback, and also saw an ankle lock and never in Michigan, just rolled to the source of painful victory. And that the fans says this is awesome. So I wasn't a so match to it was no real. Ajay has good legit match from the night of Penta has debuted in WWE. And this was in a quiet way to the highlights the ongoing rivalry between Listendoors and Gable even whenever it did not notice to do anything to advise it. And the winner of this match is Penta. After when WWE Medical cleared me to get back into a medical bowl, I just said WWE bowl is Pat McAfee said has he signed with Michael Cole at a ringside for committee. After when Penta was delivered a properly time to Cole Breaker to a my fight of Gable. After alleged the break sucks and Gable claimed also if Deposit has a favorite new wrestler if one day I'm coming ill bring a Luchador. In next match against the World Royals, which they got the Creed Brothers. After World Tag Team Champions the New Day of Kofi Kingston, a Civil Wars showing Michael Cole and Pat McAfee on committee has the World Royals and Eric and Apple Ball the Creed Brothers, Jason and Boris, each team. After for the passing in the hold for a shot at the hills, after the Creed's judgment the asses walking all of all heading into a coming out of the into a commercial break. So obviously 8 months needed to attack to Eric. It was just walking a babyface combat, but it was for not has Kirsten rose from the committee table and knocked over from the top rope. I just at the heels and the sides support Boris Ball was in the win in second row. And this was a tough to watch, not because there was anything wrong. I didn't miss the ring work, but because I didn't set a fans with a slide, and it was to decide lack of anything from set of fans and the results was a a pre-screened match that failed to hit the way it should have. Added from a creative standpoint of New Day, it wasn't too interesting on behalf of the Creeps. It wasn't if only saving him up. A premature number one potential is to interesting storytelling. I do with Orville and Eric liking to rent it with fans. In their first light, the problem just declined to answer any temperature match. Anyway, on this match, the Creed brothers. WWE could announce a CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breakker for Saturday Night Main Event on May 24th. And backstage, the babyface discussed a lack of trust between them. So here's announcement for today. So here's a new match for Saturday Night Main Event. So let me pop on the screen here at a quick minute. So we got men's tag team match. They got Seth Rollins, Braun Breakker, which are going to CM Punk, and Sami Zayn. So, hold on, give me 1 minute. So give me 1 minute here, guys. Okay. I didn't mean Orville made it once needed to attack to Eric. I wasn't only to attack and lean back in seconds little. I wasn't to completely it was the case of that tag. I did take stronger going to get the people into this one. So speaking of say also talks to the WWE Universe, he added. So I was success 12 days from a difference of his World Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul at Saturday Night Main Event. I just say also hit in the ring to address the fans. He talked up the match with social media. Marcus Starr, but was suddenly suspended and cut off by a former champion, Gonzo. I just bring Garcia revealed a massive news to the WWE Universe. So, I don't think he resigns the winner of say also in Logan Paul. Yeah, Logan Paul was a world title on the June 9th episode of Raw from Phoenix. I was in the second by the news of going to tweets. I would say also defining failed to take out the former champion and Stuart Tall to cause out the Palmer assessment. I just said the executive team has done a great job. The Boston State also has a champion bringing off the dinosaurs from all camels, including Paul Heyman and Savon's now control some more he bottles and fights, so the more so the crowd will remain loyal to him. So speaking of backstage with Zachy Raymond during this interview with Lloyd Castle. So Now was it now we know what Seth Wallace was whispering about in past days. I wasn't that he was learning out past days by Paul Michael coming out as into the commercial break only for so I wasn't him as a man with a portable target pointing on his back. How after he handles the parcel the same parcel like Gonjo was warning him about. Andrew will lemony define his story was a visible name also. So it was before they also entitled the area he made his way through. Sebastian's area in the background. Andrew Finbar was seen talking to Walter Perez for the second time. It was in his many weeks. So it was the second time now the Bottle Club is coming for Summit Day. So I can feel this passing is not nothing to you. And you meant going to told so also because I wasn't like me and you are not Sapien. So I must handle the YouTuber gave me as a ring against the all, or I'm gonna win it back. As they also said that if Commandant did not have anything WrestleMania, unfortunately, I'm impressed. And next match got Ace Styles goes one-on-one against the former friend, Finn Balor. So we have it two of the most for me personal wrestler of the last 20 years. I also did a battle on Monday night has Ace Styles squad off with Finn Balor. I was thinking about the best of their era. They isn't a strong match that grinded sense. I was thinking of this is awesome. It lasted they all to all from it with. I just said a back and forth match we saw Little Man grab the sunstring device before Penta made his process felt late. He was whipping out Khalil into Miyata at the ringside and possibly strategies that allowed Ace Styles to deliver the final form for the win. I just said a match should have meant more than it based on who was involved, but it was still. I was an equality contest that we saw, so a white man go over has a matching chances with Summit Day. That was the subject around the power stronger at is Cole was dominant late. I think it would be too interesting to see how Finbar responds to Mysterio not playing at inside when his teammates not to missing or lose as he eyes wasn't gold. And he went on this match. So phenomenal Ace Styles. Argument with Dominic was Compass in his absence at the ringside for this match. So Alyssa Spokely since Finbar fought it to help it take care of the Intercard champion. And you Styles' problem the community team and his opponent did not put over how sophisticated a match. This Cody was a 2 former leaders of the Bullet Club. I was a 2 a man who have muscularly held the shape of wrestling as we know it today. Anya was treated like any other match, and yet with some great submissions in size, and just won a very hard fought match. So speaking of Becky Lynch promo, she added, Anya on the heels of disappointed lose to Lana Falcon at Backlash to intervene by Becky Lynch to hold with a laugh onto the fans, calling them out of blowing hole. I wasn't when they were supposed to be in this regatta. I just see also easily wanted to the locker room, the permission to hold down imperials about the follow bonds, bottle, emo wasn't an error. And then I just said a man this in my was dropped before. So I wasn't just was a perfect way for Becky Lynch to follow up or lose. I just foresee defending blame was a lose to Lafayette. So I wasn't like any good here but then see and remind the locker room of how dangerous she was. I just messing with she is now. I wasn't that body's party for her pairs is set her up the old EPLC, the one at the top of with every women's television. She wants to focus her attention on. So I want you couldn't see yourself in me anymore, and I can just told the fans has seen discuss a narrative reaction was tragic to toward her also last year. So I was from now on I am what you say I am, and when it improves. So I was all those girls who were happy that I was gone who was that. I think it was the same because the father had gone without in baking lamps. They gonna found out. So I wasn't what is going to be here down by the man. I get with a few packets of all Worcester fair packets with air in Ritz. I he permits to take back in his state but not into his hearts. Damn. So here's the main event. So got Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Sonya and Roxanne Perez. I am four of the best the possible wrestlers in WWE to compete on Monday night in a highly coveted match. Other than that, we saw Rhea Ripley and Women's World Champion Io Sky on defeating Roxanne Perez and Sonya. I just said the heels never looked out, but a place against their hard upper follow opponents in relief, and you look right at home, so it's a ring with them. Wasn't the adjustment the ass in sentimental opponent of the mess up before a hot tag from Io Sky and maybe pretty sparking to the comeback. I was it as it broke down, but it was Ripley was lovely Sonya very hey but is it I wasn't that on the baby face said eventually I wasn't more of just please. I just a women's reason has been the best, most constant part of WWE on television for the last 6 months. I was at the last it so here just was a scheduled main event that continued to call up last week marquee match. I was about was actually the story of Ripley was targeting the title she felt she never should have lost. I didn't think so and Perez probably should not lose. Just was Sonic and that it was a day of but has stayed still was low and yet we're on just high stakes and victorious. And the winner on this match is Sky and Rhea Ripley. I was supposed to undefeated part for Ripley or was it a whole in the book properly and to make Sonya Perez book with such chemistry? Wasn't that you will think they have been to me for years? I just said I follow it doesn't for that Ripley brings the whole performance has much to do with setting her apart from all into the top division has ending seat feels object has the walls into the match and opponents the Parsons. I was an idiot of women's division may be lucky to have 2 of the 4 women in this match. I was it is an embarrassment of the races that Jerry has all at the same time. In overall grade. I do want it continues to be more focused on the show coming out of WrestleMania than it was going into its evolution long-term character goals. I wasn't that the company wants to, and it is. I just said a so balance to Ripley versus AS Sky. Argument for Bob versus Mysterio and more have been much. I was supposed about the company has done a fashion job of fighting so also like the top babyface and wanted by all the top heels. I was add to those one's quest was a question for the total control of WWE. I was saying if you have a soul that enough story to keep if it's interested in it just addresses and which should help quote the concept of Triple H and Cole received for their opponents to WrestleMania in days past when displaying. So let's go my YouTube Kimmy poll for today. So give me 1 minute. So if you like this Monday Night Raw review tonight, please give me a like and subscribe for this review tonight. So let's go my YouTube poll. So I got 100% like it of Raw tonight. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go my X poll. So give me 1 second here. So we got 0% like it, 100% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So I also like Raw tonight. It was a best show for a night. So I saw Becky Lynch at backstage walking out and was drinking her bottle and going to walk to the tour bus. And her real name is Rebecca Quinn. So this is what she said. So this was a good match Saturday night. Oh yeah, speaking of that, so starting next week, we have Money Bank and qualifying matches for Monday. Money Bank begin starting next week on Raw. Starting at 8 p.m. is the time. There's more to announce and so much more. So it will be at Money Bank Los Angeles and qualifying matches starting next week. So this was a great upset night. Once more announced, WWE Superstar The Miz has announced he will hosting the upcoming American Got Talent will be on the American Amazon Prime Video, sponsored by MCM. You see his tournament on ISIS. The stating that 10-year-old me is watching screaming yes so. The message was such a hang part of my childhood I used to watch. So the Miz will be announced hosting American Got Talent and Granules on Amazon Prime. It's coming very soon. So there's more. I was breaking news was Amy Black returns to CCW for 5 Vegas shows starting in next month and soon. We on June 20th, Little Rock. We got Hanfield on June 5th and Dallas on June 11th. We got Insulin tickets very soon. So you'll see it has more dates. And you're gonna make her big debut soon. So I'm in between with say also promote the game doesn't get talked about enough. MMO. So we got new in Japan at JCP heavyweight champion and up for you. So this was a best of the night. So Kelly I will like to address the elephant is in the room in the area and question about the elephant inside the room. You mean your mom. And question about cook Kathy Kelly. And Pat McAfee is back on tonight's wall. So this was an amazing show tonight. So CM Punk is giving this tribute of Sabu with the race in the top like it was in peace. So this will be really good wall tonight. So let me see here. So I was thinking about Paul Heyman looks like So the Pentagon. He looks like him. He's like that movie, like the Dark Knight of Batman movie of Pentagon. He looks might be. Yeah, Steampunk really called Paul Heyman the Pentagon. You see, Punk's white. And you got Money Bank, the quarterfinals kick off this Friday on SmackDown. So here's the New Day and the Best Days. So it was a good match of the night. So Pat McAfee said, "Ready is Dom." So we got a new match for starting on May 17th, basically on the closing is in more. So let me pop on screen here a quick minute. I'm gonna show you guys here something. So here's a new match for TNT and Max. So we got Eddie Say goes 1-on-1 against Megan Bang. So this was really good. Upset at night. It's Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins during the best days is going to happen soon. So this is Seth Rollins of the advancement of Paul Heyman guys. So this is John Mysterio and Liv Morgan. This Randy Orton. His song turns 17 today. Voice the music. So here's a new match for this Wednesday. They got Mia Sakura, Scott Blue, and ACM. Elizabeth Strong Championship. So we went with Terrence Blanc, Sabu, of late Sabu. It was 1964, 2025. Rest in peace. So I had a great memories of what Sabu matches. I had a good memories of him. So let me see my favorite memories, like into legendary in Hall of Fame. Hall of Famer Sabu. So here's my favorite matches of all time. I just to remember of this match. So let me see my favorite matches of all time of ACW. So here's my favorite match, my favorite memories of Sabu. So let me see. I had a good memory of this rivalry between him. So hold on, let me see here. So let me see here. Yeah, last time El Sabu was part of TNA for a long time. I watched his matches. So we will rest him and rest in peace. El Sabu for last time. So it's more Mackenzie Mills has been 2 years out. It says who's the most possible wrestling icon of all time? So WWE feels a trademark for King Arthur Lucas, Lucas. Okay. Speaking of that, there's the Brother Twins going to pay off. And so Yoshi are going to train soon. So I do remember when Brian Dennison, a part of WWE for several years ago, he was a part of AEW now. Might bring him back, maybe. I think. So let me see here. Oh, that's really cool. They got was a former champion, Aaliyah, is in the 2K25. So that's really cool. So don't forget for this week, May 14th, the Speech Play on this Wednesday. So that's BEA Pacific Lee. We are bookings on Equals. So she has a new book coming out. Believe Jasperport has a new book coming out. It's May 20th out. So hold on, let me see here. So I just want to talk to his brother with Johnny Khan, pressing his body of AEW. So let me see. So I'm going to watch some minutes of Amazon Prime Video very soon. It's Solid Flu. It see 2 years out. It says it must be Monday. So this was a really good time. So tonight. So we will wrap it up in a few minutes here, guys. So we will do it live here on this Wednesday on AJ Dynamite. It's so much more. Oh yeah, so Cody Graves has been tweeting this out. So I'm gonna read this. It says, so it was the last of Kenny. I didn't know him well, but I knew we all were friendly. I've been wrestling him a couple of times, playing with him a few more. I just the first time I met him, he asked me So if I had I didn't smoke, but you better believe I found out him one with about 60 seconds. He wasn't a figure in his business. I didn't even have a grow old and began to understand the secrets of wrestling. Sabbath was real. I will, this is what she said. I finally remember standing in the ring before a match with him. I watched him make his entrance in funny and quiet parts. It's awesome to wrestling shortly. I get ahead of his time. It wasn't maybe the reasons the independence like they did. It's true because they don't make EM like I anymore. So Cody Graves been tweeting this out a few minutes ago. So we will wrap it up in a minute. So that was a great show of tonight's. So I'll make you posting some more videos this weekend or tomorrow. I'll do more videos and do live reviews on Wednesday to Friday. So if you want to be on live stream on this Friday, I'll be out of town soon at Kentucky my time from here. And we will do it live review there at the same time. So I just have to let you guys know. So we got 4 more minutes here. Yeah. So let me see here. So let me see. Oh yeah, Carter say it's been that changes out. So it'll be in. I was calling for a summer. Eddie Black, if only know, has Carter say is headed to the biggest party until the summer. So we have the tickets going now on sale at dwtickets.net and I was doing Wave Wrestling Summer Spectacle and doing Wave so it will be on Saturday, July 12th. So let me pop on the screen a quick minute. So Carter say let Eddie Black, FKA, Carter Sade. So let's see me tweeting this out a few minutes ago. So we will wrap up for last time. So thank you for watching of tonight's Monday Night Raw. So what you guys think of tonight's Raw? So we do last time at Sabu. You can get it for last time. It'll pop on the screen here. A quick minute. Oh, it's Tony Giuliani. So Tony Giuliani been tweeting this out. It says, "It was a terrible news on the passing of Sabu. He wasn't with us in WCW for only a brief time in 1995, but no doubt was a hardcore wrestling during his time in ECW, and clever timing that we was to put someone to a table instant as your life and can live." So he's been tweeting this out years ago. So let me pop on screen quick minute. Here. A minute. Hold on, let's go to Gary. So let me see here. So we request for one more time Trace Blanc Sabu for in memory of him. So let's do this for last time. And we request rest in peace for Sabu. So thank you for watching up tonight's Raw review. Let me pop on screen quick minute. So thank you for watching of Raw of tonight's review debut of Trace Blanc Sabu. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great Monday and have a rest of your week. I'll see you next time. I'm going, guys. Peace.